at the top of that this morning. Welcome everyone to Splash and Safari. This is one of our all-time favorite water parks, probably our favorite, actually.
Currently my favorite.
Currently, yeah, and you might notice behind us is their new, for 2020 attraction, is Cheetah Chase. It is their third water coaster.
Three
in one park. It's insane, and we just had the opportunity to get off of it. So if you're familiar with the attraction, this is actually a dueling water slide. So you start over here, it launches up, and there are two rafts side by side, and then they split off. They meet in the middle where they actually like cross each other, and then they meet back up over here, and you splash down. The rafts can hold up to 3 people, but depending on your weight, it might just be 2 people. That's something that we encounter with our group. Do you want to explain?
Yeah, so there's about it's a 480 pound limit, and so our group had to be split up because we were like slightly over the little weight limit.
Right.
Which was unfortunate, but they accommodated us, so we all did get to ride.
Yeah, so if you find out where you're in a group of 3 and you're just barely over, what they actually do is they have 2 people ride, and then one of them will double ride while the other person waits, and it's like a parent swap sort of thing. Yeah, and actually, so there you can see it going up. Something I want to mention, before we rode, we saw something pretty interesting happen. Do you want to explain?
Yeah, are we talking about the rollback?
Yeah.
Yeah, so the 2 boats started launching, and then one failed before the other one reached the top, and like it automatically knew that it was failing. So then the water pressure already quit, so both of the rafts ended up falling back down, and then systematically throughout the rest of the water ride, they started turning off the water pumps, so then the entire ride was shut down.
Right, so, and we were the next rafts on, so we watched them kind of valley over here, and then we were sitting in the station waiting for them to get them off, and then we were the next boat off. So we were kind of thinking, we're like, all right, hope this works, because we might we might not make it, but we did, and it was fine. So in terms of our official review for Cheetah Chase, I've done it twice. They've each done it once, because I re-rode, and then we're gonna go again in a little bit after we get something to eat, and we've also been doing some of the other attractions in the park. So we're gonna get to experience it more, but our initial reactions, we all liked it.
Yeah, it's a very fun ride. It's definitely probably the most re-rideable water coaster they have here, just in the sense that you probably want to try and race different members in your group, and there's different cross sections throughout the ride where it's kind of cool to be like, hey, what's up?
Yeah, now depending on who you are racing against, if the weights are off, then you might not get a true duel, which is something that we experienced. But then when I went with Alec, it was a little bit more balanced, and so it was actually closer of a race. So no matter what, you're gonna get it when you're launching out, but you really notice it when the 2 intersect each other. But it's a fun attraction. I really liked it. The thing that I was amazed by was the fact that they were able to squeeze in the attraction where there was nothing before. It was just grass.
Yeah.
And they fit in a dueling water coaster. It's insane. So yeah, it definitely gives you a reason to come to Splash and Safari. So you can see it over there, and then just for some perspective, the 2 other water coasters are way in the back. So if you're like doing all the different rides in Splash and Safari, it is quite a walk, because this is a huge water park. So be prepared to do some walking. But I would say Cheetah Chase is, you know, it's shorter water coasters we've done, but it's re-rideable because it encourages you to do both sides. So even though it's not the longest ride, but in general, I really enjoyed it. It's cool. The saucer sections are fun. I think probably the part about it that I was most caught off guard is when you hit the apex of that hill, all of the water behind you just splashes you from behind. So you just get drenched in water because they use water to shoot you up to the top, and then all of it just falls on top of you from behind. So it's pretty insane, actually. So I think that's gonna go ahead and wrap up this vlog, talking a little bit about Cheetah Chase. Like I mentioned, we're gonna go eat something, and also go back and do some more rides here. It's fun getting back in a water park. I've missed doing some of these slides. You know, it's kind of funny. This is not like a super hot day or anything. So meanwhile, we've been getting all these really humid days at some of the dry parks, and we're like, oh, it'll be nice to go to a water park when it's really hot out. And it's like not even that hot out. It's like a really comfortable temperature, actually. So the water's pretty cold, but anyways, that's okay. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to stay tuned for more here at Coaster Studios. We'll see you next time.